George Harrison came back from India in early 1967 feeling spiritually enlightened but creatively a bit lost. After contributing the heavy, sitar-laden Within You Without You to Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, he wasn't sure he wanted to even keep making Western pop music at all. But by May of 1967, something had shifted. The Beatles needed songs for the Yellow Submarine movie to fulfill a contract with United Artists, so George decided to write something a little different. What he created ended up being a light-hearted rock song about tripping on acid. He later explained that the song was written in a childlike manner from realizations that appeared during and after some LSD experiences and which were later confirmed in meditation. The result was 8 minutes of psychedelic chaos that captured the overwhelming feeling of an acid trip, dissolving back into everyday reality. The recording sessions in London were loose and fun, which was a stark contrast to the disciplined work on Sgt. Pepper. George Martin wasn't available for the first two sessions, so the band produced it themselves with house engineers Dave Siddall and Mike Whale. As soon as the song begins, you can hear John shouting out what sounds like, "To your mother," as a distorted guitar chord hits right on the last word, letting it feed back for 20 seconds while pumping the whammy bar. This, of course, was clearly inspired by Jimi Hendrix, who'd recently recorded at the same studio. Harrison played Hammond organ in an Indian drone style while Lennon handled the distorted lead guitar, and they knocked out 4 takes of the basic track. During the closing minutes, Harrison borrowed a line from the Mercy's 1966 hit Sorrow, "With your long blonde hair and your eyes of blue," singing it twice while the band chanted variations of Too Much that devolved into Tuba and Cuba. When the brass section came in on June 2nd, things got messy. 4 trumpeters and a bass clarinetist showed up, including David Mason, who'd also played the piccolo trumpet solo on Penny Lane. Harrison was in charge that night, and Mason later noted diplomatically, "I don't think he really knew what he wanted." The session dragged until 2 a.m. as Harrison tried to figure out what the brass should play. The trumpeters ended up performing a motif from Jeremiah Clarke's 18th century Prince of Denmark's March, also known as Trumpet Voluntary. But Harrison wasn't happy with how it turned out. He later said, "I am still annoyed that I let them mess it up with those damn trumpets." The original recording ran for over 8 minutes, but when it came time to put it on the Yellow Submarine album in 1968, engineer Ken Scott edited out an entire chorus and verse, bringing it down to a still pretty damn long 6 minutes and 28 seconds, the longest officially released Beatles track written by George Harrison. The cut sections included the verse, "Nice to have the time to take this opportunity, time for me to look at you and you to look at me." A truncated 2 minutes and 30-second version appeared in the film's climactic scene where the Beatles defeat the Blue Meanies and restore color to Pepperland. The Beatles considered the whole Yellow Submarine project a contractual obligation and didn't take it very seriously. They'd only agreed to supply 4 new songs. Even so, the track did capture something genuine about the Summer of Love's mix of euphoria and absurdity. For George, it was a turning point. After months of struggling with whether to keep making Western music or to dive deeper into Indian music, the song showed him a new way forward. He learned that he could be spiritual without abandoning his beloved rock and roll. The humor and lines about birthday cakes and getting home for tea proved he could touch on his transcendental experiences without getting too heavy. Harrison never performed the song live, and the Beatles never played it on stage together either, but it captured a specific moment in 1967 when Psychedelic seemed like a doorway to enlightenment right before Harrison and the other Beatles turned to transcendental meditation and left acid behind.